Welcome back to another episode of the Salty Stash Yak. Today we're going to go over the Yak Power lights, how to install them. These are the button lights. They do make a bunch of awesome product, Yak Power. They have button lights to strip, LED strip lights. They have power ports. They have pretty much anything and everything you need to power up your kayak and make it look as presentable, as efficient as possible. So let's dive into this, and make sure if you're new to the channel, you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you know when when a new video comes up. Hope you all enjoy this video, and let's get to it. Okay, so we're gonna open up this this package, this Yak Power button lights, and I'll show you what's inside, and then we'll head outside and we'll install it. So let's should pop right open. So now inside the package, you're obviously gonna get your button lights. You get two button lights. Now these are red lights. You could tell what color lights they are by the color of the anodized metal. They have clear white, red, blue, and green. I like the red because when you're night vision, the red doesn't really bother your eyes as much as a white color would do. Blue is another color that doesn't really bother your eyes. It doesn't mess with your night vision. Now in this kit, you get two lights. You get the Y adapter to plug them in, and then you get the drill bit, the actual size drill bit that you need, so you don't have to go searching for a drill bit. They don't tell you what size it is, but yeah, they give you everything you need to install this in your kayak. Like I said before, it's a great kit. I've done a few of them already. We're gonna install these lights in the main compartment, the main the mid part cockpit area, and then I'm gonna install one there, and then I'm installing one behind the seat where you keep all my tackle and everything, where I keep all that stuff. I'm gonna install one of these. So yeah, let's head out there, and pretty much all you're gonna need for this install is a drill, the right socket for the light. You're gonna have to thread it on. So pretty much you drill the hole, you unthread the locking nut, and then you have gaskets and all that fun stuff. And then what you do is, there's threads on here, you thread it in, and you have to use a socket or a wrench. I prefer a socket, and you have to make sure that you don't twist the wire too much and damage this little end part. So we'll head outside right now and we'll get to it. Okay, so now we're outside. I have the kayak all stripped down. We're gonna add another light right over in this area, match it up with this side, and then in order to get to down there, we're gonna have to take this plate off. It's just 6 screws, comes right off, and then we're gonna have to feed our wire through the kayak to the front hatch. It's a little tricky, but we'll get it done. So yeah, pretty much what you're gonna need is a 16mm socket, a drill, cordless drill, your kit, and maybe a Phillips head screwdriver, depending upon how, if you have this kayak, the 106 Sportsman, powered by Makota, then you will need a Phillips head screwdriver. So we'll go through this and we'll get this done. Let's start by taking this panel off, and then we'll make a hole, and then we'll thread everything together. Okay, so we're going to take off these 6 screws. Make sure you don't lose them. Okay, put them up over there so we don't lose them. Let's pop this open. We'll lay this nicely right over here. Okay, now you're able to look inside the kayak, which is interesting. They got these foam pieces right here. Okay, I see. That's the wire. So I guess we'll shoot it down that way. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now we'll go drill the hole, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now we'll drill a hole for the button light. This should be pretty easy. Gonna get down here. You want to line it up with the other one, which it looks like it's right about here. Right off a little, yeah, right about there. Now, this is always the scary part, is drilling into your kayak. So now that's done. Get these out. Clean it up as best as possible. We'll grab one of these button lights. Grab this one. And now you just want to undo the light. And then just unravel it. Bring you back up here. So you just want to unravel this whole thing. Get all the kinks out, so it's nice and straight, so you're able to play with it. Then what you do is unscrew this guy. Now, I leave the washer and everything on it. I don't put the nut on it. This Old Town is thick enough where I could just thread this on. So you just want to take this guy off. Put this over here for now. And then you want to take your wire, the end of the wire, connector, and just shove it, pretty much just shove it right in. And then you should be able to get your arm in there and grab it, and then just pull it through, just like that. Now what I do, so I don't mess up this end, I spin this counterclockwise. So I'll spin it a bunch of times counterclockwise. That way when I spin it in and it's locking in place, you don't really mess with the wire. The wire's already going the one way, and now when you spin it in, it's gonna be a lot better. And the end won't be broken. So I keep on spinning it like that. And then put it in by hand until it gets nice and tight. Then you go and grab your socket. And just send her home. Do it by hand, nice and slow. Now, you don't want to over tighten this, because you may strip it out, especially if you're not using the locking nut. So I go hand tight, enough to get a nice seal so that water won't go in. And then you gotta figure out a way of getting your wire all the way to the end. With that, I think I'm going to use probably an extension cord or something nice and stiff that will go down. So we'll go and I'll go grab that, and we'll wire it up. So got an extension cord, pretty stiff extension cord. So we're gonna run this down to the end of the kayak by going through this guy. I did this once before. It's a little tricky to do, but I think we got it. So pretty much I put it right through here, and it goes right down that little chute. So we'll go over here and we'll open up the hatch, and now we will see if it's there, and it's right here. Beautiful. So now what we'll do is I'll go back over here, and we'll put some electrical tape. Let's set it up right over here. Whew. So now what you want to do is you want to take your end, right, whatever you have for your pull cord, go up a little, grab some electrical tape or tape in general. I always use electrical tape because it's one of my favorite things, and I always have it on hand. So now give yourself a nice tail, and now you go down there and you pull it, but you want to make sure that you're not tangled or anything. So now you come down here and you just pull the one end, make sure it's not tangling. Getting caught up on anything. Okay. I mean, they give you enough line, as you can tell, where you can go pretty much the length of any size kayak. If you have a 13-foot kayak, it'll be no problem. So now let's go to the front. We'll plug this in to the Y connector. So now what we'll do is I have, what is it? It's down here, I think number 5. So let's pull my wires out. So number 5 controls my interior, my cockpit lights. So what I had to do was I had to get a Y adapter, and I have the front set over here hooked up to this guy. So now we're gonna hook the other set up to this guy, and all you do is, let's see if I can do this one hand, just harder to do with one hand than two, but all you do is just push it all in, and then I'll come in here and I'll clean up these wires. I like taking them, and they like going. I like keeping them in their natural form. So yeah, let me set you guys up. So sorry about that. Okay, so pretty much the way they naturally form, that's how I like keeping them, because you're not going to destroy the wires in any way. They're already naturally going that direction. I normally go like this, you pull a little extra, and then you could go, if you have electrical tape, wire ties, doesn't matter. I got electrical tape with me, so throw a little electrical tape on this, and then we'll just clean up these wires a little, and then we should be able to test them out. So okay, so that's pretty much how it's all together. I'll get my little guy. We're gonna have to hook up the battery, so we're pretty much done up here. Just get those set up just like that. Put this on, and now we'll go and we'll close this guy up. Okay, so make sure when you close this up that you don't kink any of these wires. So I like placing it, and then you don't want to go too hard. So I like starting with the top, middle, and you just go hand tight, because these are going into a sleeve, a brass sleeve. So all you really want is these to be snug enough to make a seal. There we go. You also want to make sure that your seal is actually sealed. And then we'll get the battery in here, and we'll go from there. You want to go in an opposite direction, or at least try to. And our last one. Come on. One more extra turn. We're good on that. Right there. And yeah, so we'll let me get the battery in, and we'll go from there. So let's get this battery in. Okay. Hook up our auxiliary power. Okay, so now I'll come over here. Okay, and as you can see, both lights are working back there, both lights are working up here. It
It's pretty easy to do this. As long as you have somewhat of mechanical skills, it's really not hard at all. So yeah.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you are up to date with every video that comes out. I truly appreciate everyone that watches. If you haven't seen, I have 2 other videos up. The last one we did was with the mystery tackle box, the store box, and the Guggen Mondo kit. I definitely recommend checking those out. A lot of cool things came out of the mystery tackle box and the Guggen kit. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Tight lines, bent rods, and keep on catching them. Thanks for watching.